Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Never a dull moment in weather here in Michigan. Well, occasionally we get a dull week or two in a row, but that's about it. And that's not going to be the case here in the next week. We're finally starting to watch the potential for a winter storm. And I'll show that to you here in just a moment. That's going to be the big thing that we're going to talk about here in the next, 4 or 5 minutes or so. We also have to talk about a warming trend. That's coming later on the weekend. First, though, a quick little bit of lake effect snow that we'll talk about as well. So let me try to find the comments here again and see where you're at. Bear with me. That's the hardest part of our new format is the comment thing is not working the greatest just yet, but we've told them we want something better. Hey, good morning, Cynthia Lewis from Clio and Sarah Bates. Good morning. And Virginia Burrows from Parma. Good morning as well. So, all right, let's get to it. Hey, I got something new for you today. It's going to be able to compare two models, the European model and the US model. So we're going to look at that after we look at the European, after we look at the US model. We'll have a comparison where I can toggle back and forth and you can see the differences. And that will show you that there's still a lot of uncertainty for the weekend. And all I'll say right now from the beginning is it's a situation to watch where we could have wintry weather if you're going to be doing some traveling. So let's get to it and show you what's going on. As far as the radar goes, we have this cold front coming through. We're going to be cold tomorrow. Hey, good morning, Kimberly, and good morning, Marianne from South Haven, and Bessemer joining us in Wyoming also. So there's the radar. Just a thin batch of some snow showers will travel across the state today, and that's due to this cold front that is moving through the area. That will have us cold. All right, now we're going to look at the European model. So today is fairly quiet except for that cold front passage. And like I said, so a quick lake effect. Northwest lower, the UP, 2 to 4 inches in a lot of places tonight. Tomorrow, maybe some places over 6 inches. Hey, good morning, Mike Joy and Kelly. I like that name. That's easy one to remember. This is Wednesday morning, and Wednesday afternoon, things quiet down. Then a storm starts to form off to the west, still expecting that to bring warm air our way for Thursday into Friday. So this is Thursday. Rain showers come into the area on a southwesterly flow. Still expecting close to 50 degrees on Friday in the southeast part of lower Michigan. And we're into Friday. Now, this is where the winter weather comes in. So the cold air is kind of sneaking in, and both models indicate 2 waves of low pressure riding up along a front as the colder air sneaks in. That's a very difficult forecast because most often the cold air sweeps in and kind of moves everything a little faster than expected, but we'll just have to see. So this is the European model, and this is a Saturday morning quick batch of some snow. And then this is a Saturday night, Sunday thing. That position right there, that's a snowstorm in lower Michigan, a 6 to 12 hour snowstorm. And then we're into midday Sunday, and it's off to the east. Okay, now I want to show you what the America model says. Now we know there are some pitfalls to the American model. The biggest one is it's too progressive, meaning that it moves storms too quickly. So every 12 or 24 hours, if it moves a storm 1 or 2 hours too quickly, when you get out to 4 or 5 days, it's 6 hours fast or 12 hours fast. And that will be one of the biggest differences you'll see. Okay, so our first thing is the rain showers coming in Thursday into Friday. And then we go to this first wave, Friday night, Saturday. That looks very similar to the European in a placement, and then we go to the second wave. Now look at this. This is Saturday night. Notice how the storm is a little farther south and east, a little bit quicker, a little smaller. So that's the variance. But the point being is we're at, what is it? Let's see. This is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're at 4 days out, 5 days out on this second wave of snow. And, so there's a long time period where there could be some difference there. So, and then that moves on to the east. All right, let's look at our comparison now, okay? So here's the European. Let's get to where the European has the first wave of snow. Saturday morning, 7 a.m. European, U.S. European, U.S. Similar. From my perspective, that's all we can do right now is say similar. Is it a situation to watch? And it is. Okay, and then let's go with the European. Let's go to where it's kind of heaviest Saturday night and go to the U.S. model. European, U.S., totally different because the U.S. has already moved things through smaller and quicker. And we know that is a pitfall of the U.S. model. Okay. Hey, good morning, Barry Walsner, I think it is. Jeff Gilbert, good morning. And good morning, Daniel. How's it look for Ionia County? Well, you would be in the snow if you were in the European model solution. And again, all I'm going to say now is that the situation is heading our way for the weekend. We have to watch it. What happens with these? Typically, okay, first off, both models have 2 waves. Sometimes they pick the wrong wave, or sometimes there's just 1 wave and it sweeps on through. That could be the potential that instead of 2 waves, it combines into 1, sweeps through as 1 shot, and then a little quicker and done. Sometimes, a lot of years, the cold air is strong enough that it keeps the whole line moving southeast, and as the waves travel along it, it's the right idea, but they shift southeast pretty quickly. That would be the GFS showing that, but we do know that the GFS is usually too fast. So still a little too far out to tell exactly what's going to happen. Just keep an eye on that. I am not seeing anything on the map also. Frozen map. Okay, well, yeah, right now it's frozen because I'm not moving it, okay? All right, so one last thing for you. Temperatures. We're in the low 40s in Detroit and Ann Arbor and Jackson today, and maybe Flint and Saginaw, and we're in the upper 30s in Grand Rapids, so this is still mild, and we're in the mid-30s in Traverse City. Tomorrow is our cold day of the week. It will definitely be a wintry day with high temperatures only in the 20s and teens, so it'll kind of be a little bit of a shocker, okay? Uh-oh, they say my map has froze. Let's see. Let me see here. Let's see. Okay, no, it wasn't frozen. It was just I wasn't moving it. That's one of those deals where I have to move it to show you. Okay, so Wednesday, then Thursday. I'm going to go back to the comparison because it seems like it's working, but I'm going to check it. Okay, so here's Thursday. We're back into the 40s. Here's Friday, 50 in the southeast, Ann Arbor, Detroit, Grand Rapids 45, Saginaw 45, so very mild. And then here's Saturday, the transition comes in, still warm in the far southeast and the freezing line coming in. And then here's Sunday, and that would still be kind of marginal, but it might be a little cooler than that if we actually had the snowstorm around. Let's go back, and I want to check something here, and we'll show this to you again. Okay, it seems to be working. Let's try that again, okay? Let's see. Here's US model. Here's a European model. Let's go to European. This is Saturday, okay? European. That. Is it working? Let's see here. Yeah, I think it's working now. So, okay, maybe it just froze up for a short time period. Let's do that over, okay? Let's go back. Saturday morning, first wave of snowfall, European, US. Similar rain in the south, snow in the northern half of the state. European second wave more substantial. GFS, US model, already off to the east. Okay, in that kind of comparison. So again, just the idea there basically that this is something that we watch. And if you're traveling Saturday and Sunday, you need to know that you're probably going to have a bunch of wet weather, or there probably will be a thin band of freezing rain in there, or some snow. These are moving, so I don't think they get out of hand as far as huge amounts. The models, by the way, I'm not showing how much, because the models typically right now, for 5 days out, are double what will fall. So you see that, and then you run with it. So I decided, no, I'm not even go there, just for my own self, okay? But a classic pattern like this would be, it would be a solid 5 to 8 inch snow if it all came together, with a few spots maybe an inch or two heavier. You know, get to something like a foot, you usually have to have storms slowing down. So when you get 6 to 12 hours, you just do simple math. Half inch an hour at 6 hours is 3 inches. You know, half inch an hour at 12 hours is 6 inches. And sometimes it's an inch an hour for a couple of hours. You know, so that's where we come up with the situational forecasting, is what I call it. And it works out. You know, we have average storm systems. But then again, Mother Nature throws a curve in there too occasionally. And that's where the models come in at picking up, you know, differences from what we would look at as a situation. Here comes a storm from the southwest, 6 to 12 hours, solid snow. It's a 5 to 8 incher. The models would know if there's convection or thunderstorms in there, something like that. So Jason wants cut it in half and then double it again. Wait a minute. That would be the same. All right, so there you have it. There's your weather update. Make sure you join the Michigan Weather Group. Quick updates on there. I'm going to do an update on the lake effect snow on there today. And I'll keep you updated on the storm. The next thing to start watching. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me.